I always try to justify things with logic. That doesn't work, like, 80% of the time, but it's how I think. Hello, Moldorm. Come over here so I can kill you. You're just annoying if I don't. Let's see, is there anything useful over there? The pots? I don't want to break open pots that might have health, because I may need the health later. But over here, you will notice these platforms are not as innocent as they appear, for some of them are blocked by spikes. And I guess I got lucky by not finding the ones that were blocked by spikes. So let's cross over here, let's get up to the top and pull out this block. Where's this thing gonna go, you ask? And how are we pulling it? Never mind. Physics works, just go with it. So you want to push this thing over here. Not only does that open up a way for you to get up here. Is there anything over there? Those sand falls were really nice, though. I don't know where the sand is coming from, but that is nice and cool. But you'll see there is a chandelier-looking thing over here. What we do is pull out this chain, and as we do, we raise the chandelier-looking thing. I don't know what those are, really. Is it some sort of torture device? Is it a death trap? What? But when you pull it as far as you can, let go, and if you pull it far enough, it'll lock in place for a little time, so it'll stay on the ceiling, allowing you to pass to the opposite side. If you don't pull it all the way up, it will immediately fall back down, and then you won't be able to do anything with it. And hello, fire bubble. I killed 2 of them with the Mortal Draw. That is lovely. I deserve something for that, I think. And the game rewards me with the compass. I wish that happened more often when I say, I deserve something. Here you go. Nope, never works out that way. And there's one more bubble over there I'm not going to bother with. Can we pull this? Yes, we can. Or pull it, I said, not push it. And that opens up the walls to the left and to the right. We can't go through the one with the small key, but we can go through this one. And there is another Redad that we can knock down before he can stand up so we don't get paralyzed. Never mind, I spoke too soon. Spam the B button. Didn't work. I think your stun time from paralysis is a lot longer in this game than it was in Wind Waker. I never remember that being an issue. I think it was only like a couple of seconds, and just before they could get the attack off, you were unstunned and able to attack them again. Weird that they don't let you do that in this game. Never bothered timing it, though. Oh, how much I detest this room. You really want to take your time in here, and it doesn't seem like that's something you'd want to do at first, because you hear a Poe, and the first instinct is to run directly after it. But you get a bunch of these guys. Now it's innocent enough when, you know, one attacks you at a time. But if you go a little bit too fast, you get attacked by a whole slew of these guys. And don't bother charging through these guys either, because behind them is a Redad. Now, I like waiting for all of these stout kids to make their way to me one at a time, single file line. You might want to get a little bit further over here to spawn the rest of them and have them walk around the corner, because their AI isn't that great. Wow, those things have low jaws. I didn't realize that. Stop hitting the wall, Link. Also, I wonder if bomb arrows work on these guys. I don't believe they do. Okay, you come over here. I want to wait for you to cross the sand, though. I am not getting stuck in the sand. And even when I attack you, you're able to do the screen. That's not very nice of you. I guess jump attacking isn't necessarily the best thing for you to do, but I will wait for you to die because I can use the money. There we go. And there's another Redad over here. That is annoying. Why did they put 2 Redads here? But I digress. Because if you were following your scent, you'd realize that the Poe is in here. So all we have to do is dig out the sand here, go back to get the money, because I just immediately thought of money after I started digging, and when we open this up, the way to the next Poe is revealed. Hello, Mr. Poe, how are you doing today? Just, didn't I go on a little rant about whether or not these things are males or females, and I just called this thing a male? I can't decide on anything, can I? That's another story entirely. Not one anybody wants to hear, I assure you. But there's the third flame. You only need one more. Really tempting to stay in wolf form. Oh, I can pick up a... I haven't picked up a skull, have I? Link doesn't like defiling human remains for whatever reason. Go figure. Now, is this a pretty forgettable room? No, this is actually one of the scariest rooms if you don't know to expect it. Come down here. Fairly innocent. Nothing much to it. Can't go through the door, so you need a small key, and as you can imagine, there's probably a small key in this chest. And that is true. But we can't just simply walk out. All the flames go out, and as you try to run around and make the jump here... Oh, that's weird. But, yeah, normally you wouldn't be able to make the jump because you find your motion impaired for some reason, and can't really imagine why. I think if we walk around for long enough, Midna will start saying something, but I guess she's not going to, so I'll take care of it for her. Turn to a wolf, turn on your senses. Are these shadow rats or something? I never liked these things, but I guess there are too many of them on us for us to be able to take care of. Yeah, just spin them off of you as a wolf. I believe you have to have your senses on for it to work, but there you go. You don't actually have to kill them, I just hate having them around. It just creeps me the hell out. But yeah, that's all you gotta do. And through the door we go. Now that we're up here, you can actually see the path the Poe took. I think that was the one that we just got, the path that we saw back towards the room we were in. And another one of these chandelier-looking things for us to cross over to get to the second floor of the opposite side. And we can see that the Poe actually went in here. But we've been in this room before. This is the one that we came into accidentally before we could do anything. I just forget. I guess we jump down here. No reason to be a wolf. Not that I remember. So down we go. And there's the box that was blocking the way. Except now we can actually move it. I think we move it forward or in, or I guess we move it in. There's nowhere else to move it. But yeah, that's the treasure chest we got before. So that thing locks into place. Is there anything else to do down here? We can go back up this way. We can leave that way. I guess we climb back up. And if I recall, this is a bit of a split path. There are two places for us to go from here. And the Moldorm is going to attack us, isn't it? I hope it doesn't. So as long as that Moldorm stays where it is, and of course it wouldn't, and thankfully I didn't get crushed. I was so afraid of getting crushed there. Thankfully I didn't. Quite surprised, actually. Hello, Moldorm. You just jumped out of the sand. Die. How do you feel? Actually, I'd like that heart. Heart, please. Yeah, I didn't elaborate on the fact that... I don't know why I bought that blue potion from Malomart, because I always like having a fairy on me just in case something happens. And I'm deathly afraid that even though I have some of the best healing items in the game on hand right now, if something hurts me for more than it should and I take too big of a risk, I have nothing to revive me. So all those blue potions would go to waste. Now we do have to go take this squash-out target to go back so we can go the way we were intended to go. Mortal draw. Mortal draw. He's going too fast for me now. There we go. It doesn't always work, and if you're facing an enemy that's more difficult than a bubble, chances are you'll get hurt by it, but I guess it's very effective for the bubbles. I should try these secret techniques on things more often. But I never quite feel safe not having a fairy. I mean, you never know what's going to happen, and it can't hurt to have one of those, but I don't want to waste my blue potion just for the sake of getting a fairy either. Now, it may not be the most intuitive thing to do, but if you stand in the middle of this, there's a hole in the middle. And I guess you were supposed to figure that out when you were crossing over the main room, because you had to avoid the hole. But, yeah, you have to stand in the middle of that. And we're quickly approaching the final room here. Now, these things... very familiar enemies. I will get the... You know, I'm not even going to fool around with these guys. I just want to kill them as quickly as possible. I don't believe I can kill this one before it comes to life, though. I will try. Nope, can't do it. Instead, you have to wait for the door to lock behind you, and then it activates. This is a Stalfos. Normally, one of the most difficult enemies in a Zelda game to take down, at least of the normal enemies. But these, just one bomb does them in. And having projectile bombs makes them, you know, laughably easy. And they even give you bombs to tell you, hey, you need bombs. Because you can't... They do not die unless you explode their remains. So you do need bombs to kill them. I think they just give you loads of bombs at this point. And I guess I'll fill up on them. There's no reason not to. You know, I just gave it a thought this morning. They don't give you bombs as regular drops from skulls or pots in this game, do they? You have to get them either from a treasure chest or from a shop. It's really weird how they did that, why they don't just let you pick them up as random drops. I guess it works, though. I mean, they made it work, and that is a really cool statue. Look at that. Probably gotta get closer to get a better look at it. Should have rolled across the sand. Oh well. Yeah, but just look at this thing. Not the last time we'll see it, either. Just get the lantern out. I forget which one of these it is. I think it might be this one. Nope. That just spawns a whole bunch of Stalkins, and we have to defeat them before we can light another torch. Come here, guys. And you're dead. So is it this torch? Is it that torch? It is not that torch. I can't believe I mean, I guess I forget because I never bothered to remember from time to time. Like, I would always try to write one the first time, and I'd never remember as a result. It's going to be the last one I try. It's one of those things that you don't remember simply because you do it so often and you never get it wrong. But if you ever actually have to do it, you don't know. Never mind, I guess it's the first one. But it's like, what I'm afraid of when kids are too used to using calculators that they don't know how to do basic math. Something like that. Okay, that one? Is there a certain order we have to hit them in, or what? I keep activating the same ones. Okay. First torch, then the one closest to the door. That took me like 10 tries. Why did I not figure that out sooner? Is there any sort of indication as to what order you were supposed to do those in? I never had trouble with it before. Oh well, we know what's in here. Another one of these things is not like the others. I'll take a guess and say that one. Nope. Oh, there you are. Hello, Guy. Beth. Meg. I think it was Meg. The last post soul was Meg. The purple one from the Forest Temple. Now, which one of these is real? Which one's going to turn solid? There you are. Come on. You're locking onto the wrong one, buddy. Go ahead. Show yourself. I can tell which one's real. I just can't control where it locks on well enough, apparently. There you are. This isn't difficult to spot, but if you're looking for the real one, and you're trying to lock onto the real one, it's annoying. There we go. That wasn't too bad, I guess. Can't change the camera angle while we're actually fighting. So we were stuck in the far out mode. And there goes the last Poe. Okay, now we can advance further through the dungeon, and I almost went into the sand without paying attention to where it was. I would like some more health, though. I am too careful about health, because I don't have a fairy. I am way too careful about health. Yeah, the wolf does sink. I don't know if it sinks as fast, but it definitely does sink in the sand. And it's really difficult to tell how deep it is, just because, well, you're not used to seeing the legs of the wolf. I guess I have no idea. Well, at least we can now head back down, and I don't want to jump straight in there, do I? I guess now would be as good a time to use the claw shot to get back to the beginning as any. So there we go. And now that we have all 4 flames, all 4 torches will be lit. But don't think the dungeon is over quite yet. This is only the beginning. Well, first half is down. Let's head even deeper into the Arbiter's grounds.